Before you understand what's happening, you've already been chosen. The dark triad doesn't announce itself. It arrives wearing your ideal partner, warm, magnetic, and perfect, until the light shifts. Researchers named it the dark triad, 3 traits that sometimes cluster in a single person: narcissism, Machiavellianism, psychopathy, 3 distinct masks, one face beneath all of them. Narcissism isn't confidence. It's a mirror that only reflects inward. They appear to see you, but what they're seeing is an audience, a reflection of their own significance, not a person. The Machiavellian views relationships as strategy. Every vulnerability you share becomes intelligence, filed away for future use. They don't play chess against you. You are the chess piece. Subclinical psychopathy doesn't look like the movies. It looks like someone watching you cry with genuine interest, but no genuine feeling. Your pain is data, your joy, a performance to match. Before the pattern becomes visible, there's a mask, carefully fitted, studied in the mirror. They know exactly who they need to be for you. The warmth you felt was real, just not theirs. Love bombing is the first weapon. Constant contact. Intensity designed to feel like destiny. What feels like being chosen is actually being surrounded. The warmth is a wall. Future faking is a specific cruelty. They paint the life you've always wanted, in detail, the house, the commitment, and they reach for it right beside you, through it. It was never there. They become whoever you need them to be, not through love, through observation. They study your values, your wounds, your language, and reflect it back so precisely it feels like recognition. It was performance. Healthy love builds slowly. Dark triad. Love rushes. The speed is intentional. Move faster than your instincts can catch up. By the time the velocity feels wrong, you're already deep in. They don't ask you to leave your people. They simply make your people feel like problems. A quiet comment, a mild irritation. Over time, you choose them, without realizing you were choosing at all.
You good?
Every boundary you hold is tested early, gently, almost imperceptibly. A small request that requires you to compromise yourself just slightly. And when you do, they note the distance they can move you. The warmth isn't consistent, and that's the point. Intermittent reinforcement is the most powerful behavioral conditioning known to psychology. You don't chase it because you love them. You chase it because the cold is unbearable. The cycle has a name. Idealize, you are perfect, the only one who understands them. Devalue, you are suddenly the source of every problem. Discard, you no longer exist. Then it begins again. Hope is the mechanism. They don't need to be consistently cruel, just intermittently warm. The possibility of return to the good times keeps you in place far longer than any threat ever could. Gaslighting is systematic. They don't just deny what happened, they replace it, slowly, persistently, until your own memory feels like the unreliable narrator. You stop trusting yourself. That was the goal. When confronted, watch for the reversal, deny, attack, reverse victim and offender. Your legitimate concern becomes evidence of your instability. The confrontation ends with you apologizing for raising it. They introduce uncertainty about your value through a third party, deliberately but casually. Not enough to accuse, just enough to make you compete. Jealousy kept at the right temperature keeps you pliable. The pity play is the most disarming weapon, because our instinct is to help. Their collapse is a controlled performance, and while you kneel beside them, they're already calculating what they need. When they can't reach you directly, they extend through others. People who genuinely believe they're helping, used as instruments. The network expands control beyond the relationship into every room you thought was safe. Trauma bonding isn't weakness. It's neuroscience. The brain's response to intermittent reward and threat builds pathways that feel like love because they sometimes were. You don't hold on out of stupidity. You hold on because the brain built a road. They exit first, from every room that matters. The smear campaign runs ahead of your departure, so when you tell your story, it sounds like you're contradicting a consensus. The bridge is ash before you reach it. The discard rarely comes with explanation. No argument, no ceremony. You have simply become less useful than something else. The absence of acknowledgement tells you more about them than anything that came before.
Future faking is a specific cruelty. They paint the life you've always wanted. In detail, the house, the commitment, and they reach for it right beside you. No contact is not cruelty. It's surgery. Every response, even to defend yourself, gives them a thread back in. They exit first from every room that matters. The smear campaign runs ahead of your departure. So when you tell your story, it sounds like your trauma bonding isn't weakness. It's neuroscience. The brain's response to intermittent reward and threat builds pathways that feel like love. The discard rarely comes with explanation. No argument, no ceremony. You have simply become less useful than something else. The absence of acknowledgement tells you more about them. The body always signals first. The subtle contraction. The exhaustion after being around them. The stomach that tightened before your mind had any evidence. It wasn't anxiety. Everything built from illusion still shatters like something real. But in every fragment, a clearer piece of who you actually are. The breaking isn't the end. It's the first clear look. Recovery doesn't announce itself. It comes quietly. An ember, then another. Not from resolution or spectacle. Just the private, daily decision to keep. The mask was never you. The performance was entirely theirs. What they took, your trust, your sense of what was real, they needed to steal because they couldn't build it.